gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Jedi Mantis Tastes. This month we are trying the Glenlivet, and it is the Captain's Reserve. This is new in at Tesco's. This is where I found it. It's going to be a quick video because I am sort of rushing a little bit. I've been out all day at work. I fancied a drink of this tonight, so I'm doing the video tonight. So it's the Captain's Reserve Glenlivet, established in 1824. I'm getting most of my info off the labelling. So in 1824, established by George Smith in a remote and wild location of Glenlivet, which lies along the river Livet, which the name in Gaelic means smooth flowing one. And he believed that he found there the perfect conditions to craft the definitive single malt whiskey. It's a Speyside, and this one is named Captain's Reserve. Something a little different, whiskey inspired by the unique character of its namesake, Captain William, which will take you on a journey from the misty glens of Scottish Speyside to the heart of the Cognac region in France. So this is, as it says on the bottle here, selectively finished in cognac casks, and that's kind of why I'm excited to taste this one tonight. I don't believe I've ever had a whiskey finished in a cognac cask. I've had Chardonnay cask, sherry cask I really like, bourbon cask, all sorts of different ones, but I believe this will be the first cognac cask that I'm going to be tasting. Captain William Smith Grant here. Other distilleries were shutting down. It was thanks to the captain's vision and grit that the Glenlivet survived the Great Depression and reached where it is today. Described as being rich and intense. The captain, as everybody loved to call him, was an ambitious and determined man who was fighting in France during World War I. That's when he inherited the Glenlivet distillery. So there's a good reason why Captain's Reserve is finished in cognac casks, because he fought in World War I. Uniting its raisin-rich, honey and spicy notes with the smooth citrus flavours of the Glenlivet's distinctive Speyside style. Savour the special whiskey just as we would, unhurried. I am hurrying a little bit because I want to taste it, but I will be unhurrying to drink further glasses tonight. So you can learn more at www.theglenlivet.com. I will post that link down below. Nice box. I don't know if you can see properly on the camera. It's purple. It's looking a bit dark when I hold it up, maybe like a dark blue, but it is purple. Don't see a lot of whiskey bottlings out there in purple. You see lots of blues, lots of reds, greens, but it was eye-catching being purple on the shelf. So it was new in at Tesco, maybe available in other supermarkets as well. It was around £45. So we're going to open this box up, and inside the Glenlivet is wrapped further in some paper. Just going to put the bottle down, see if there's anything a note on this wrapping. So this is just a print of the distiller's license. Nice little touch. It's sort of like, it's different the way it's wrapped in that. But yeah, it's just a repeat of the distiller's license, number 9. A few signatures on there, George Smith. So there'll be an image of what he received in 1824 when he founded the distillery, and he got that license to make the whiskey. So hard to read because it is just a print here. I'll show you that there though. So it says there, distiller's license. Got the different, I don't know if it's a royal seal there. That's just the paper. Onto the actual bottle. So basic labelling on the bottle. very standard for malt whiskies. You also have the stamp bit there, which you can see is sort of like flattened down, and that's the smooth flowing one, distilled in the Livet Valley, established in 1824. 40% this one, so not overly strong, but we will be watering it down a little bit for that first taste. We'll open that up, quite open properly. So on the taste notes for the product, we're looking at a rich gold colour, which we'll have a look at closer when it's in the glass. Sweet and fruity aromas, succulent flavours on the tongue, and a smooth and luscious finish. Also as described on the front, rich and intense. So we've got the cork there. It smells nice. We'll pour a little bit in. Just having a little sip this time. Get a little tiny touch of water in there, we don't want a lot. That'll probably do, just to loosen it slightly. It is only 40, so I don't want to lower it too much. I'm in my old glass today. Couldn't lay my hands on my new glass with the thinner neck, but it works. So it is a very fresh and fruity nose there. It is a nice colour as well. Golden colour there. What else are we looking at in here? It does smell sweet and it does smell fruity. It also notes on the back honey and apricot jam. Notes of cinnamon. I'm not picking up any cinnamon. Maybe a slightest hint of spice on the back notes, but for something that's rich and intense, I imagine it's all going to be on the tongue. Not getting much licorice through either. It does subtle sensation of spicy licorice. That could be the back note rather than the cinnamon, but there is a note of spice in just at the back. Take a little now. Very full flavour. Nice and spicy. We're looking for mandarins in syrup. Not picking up that, or the ripe poached pears, chocolate dipped raisins. There's definite fruit. I wouldn't have isolated those particular fruits. It's smooth. There is hints of spice. It's not as intense and rich. It is rich, but it's not as intense. When the intense for me, I was expecting a big spice hit with the words intense. Not really living up to that for me, but very nice deep flavours. It is smooth. Very nice taste to it. Really nice sort of finish, not lingering, smooth. Says incredibly smooth and luscious. I'd agree with that. Luscious is a good word for that. Very flavourful, but not very long lasting. Again, that the intensity. I expect a big hit of spice and a prolonged flavour in the mouth after you've swallowed. Not really getting that, but the actual whiskey itself tastes fantastic. I'm going to have a little drop now without the water. So let's put that cork back on there. We'll have a swirl around, get that really going. Not much difference on the nose. It's not strong on the nose at all. It's very just fruity. It is more compact. It's harder to pull out the different notes in there, but overall not massively different to when it's watered down. Still got that hint of spice at the back. Let's try a bit now. Incredibly smooth. A little bit more spice tingling on the tongue without the water. That's pleasant. Very full-bodied. There's that hint now. That's the way to have this one. No water. Don't water it down at all. That's now a really nice, very pleasant warming on the back of the throat, top of the mouth, back of the lips. That's the intensity I was looking for. So without water, it just goes up even further. It was really nice, watered down, unwatered, outstanding. This might not last long. This is very, very nice. And if I get a spare £45 after I've finished this, I'll get another. It is very, very refreshing, very easy to drink, very smooth, so it goes down well. Lots of flavour. The intensity is now really coming through. Brilliant. Not disappointed in that at all. I was starting to feel a little disappointed when it was watered down. I wasn't getting that intensity, but just removing that water, having it neat, that's done the job. Beautiful whiskey. The Glenlivet. First Glenlivet on the channel. Maybe there will be more. I will have a look. If you're interested, let me know in the comments down below. If you've tried this, I don't know how new it was, but the ticket for the price still had new on, so it's probably only been in a couple of weeks, maybe. So you may have had it. If you like any other Glenlivets, I know they do. I believe they do a Founders Reserve, a couple of others which are easily purchasable. So if you'd like to see my review of them, down below, just comment. But that's been the review. The Glenlivet Captain's Reserve, £45 at Tesco. May find it cheaper elsewhere. Have a look around. But yeah, one to savour. Just unhurried, nice evening in. Just sat down, sipping this. Perfect. And with that, we will say cheers, and I will see you next month with another Jedi Mantis Tastes. Thanks.